All right, we back about to work on the B-Rad project with B-Rad. All right, so we never know what's gonna happen when we open this hood. So let's see. Brad's schedule and my schedule lined up so that we could carve out a few hours on a Saturday to try and make some progress on the B-Rad project, the 86-300ZX. But this time we had a special guest. My sister Kayla decided to come and help out. If you've seen any of the other videos for this car, you'll know that we sometimes have a critter problem. He's back! He's back! I'm sorry, and he is bigger. Dadgummit.
Did you hear me?
Bro, we got to,
Alright, we gotta figure something out. Cause,
we got to go, Brody.
Alright, so I don't know what we're gonna do today because he's bigger. She's bigger, it's bigger. Hey, we don't mean you no harm, we just got work to do.
Damn that.
Damn.
I should brought my BB gun.
You want me to spray? You did all last time. No, you got it. You did a good job last time. Brad hit it with some more Repel-Zol, and it didn't even budge. It didn't even seem like it agitated it this time. Did it move?
Oh man, it just...
I nudged it with the stick to see if I could get it to move. I like to reiterate. I nudged it. I did not poke it. But it still wouldn't move.
He's playing dead. Isn't that what they do?
He's playing possum. He's playing possum.
He playing possum for real.
For real.
They do.
What you can't see in this camera angle is that it laid on its side and turned its head away from us, like this. Or like this. I don't want to hurt you, man.
Hey. He playing possum for real.
Hey. Hey.
Does animal control charge you if they come out here?
No.
They don't?
I don't think so.
On a Saturday?
So off camera, Brad walked up, hit me upside the head, took the stick and was like, I'm sick of this opossum. And he basically got the stick up under the opossum, scooped it up, it woke up, ran across the engine bay and jumped to the ground. Get on, get on, get on, get on. Yeah! Good job, he's right there. No.
Scram!
He's gone! Yeah! All right, good job, Brad. My man. Let's see if any more possums in here. Oh God, that's that smell again.
Yeah.
So now that we have evicted our tenant, we can start work on the car. So B-Rad ordered some hood struts, so we're gonna replace those so we can get rid of this stick.
How we gonna take this off? You'll see when you pull it off.
Oh, good question. I don't know yet. We removed the old hood struts, but we were not prepared to deal with this riveted on bracket. The new struts look just like the old ones, but we need to find a way to remove the bracket and attach the new ones. So rather than waste too much time dealing with this, we just moved on to the timing components. So we're going to pick up where the previous video left off with the timing belt tensioner pulley. So we got a new stud for the tensioner pulley, but I'm going to run a thread chaser into where the stud goes to make sure that the threads are clean and clear. So it's basically a normal screw with slots to collect any debris. I didn't catch the first pass on camera, but it did remove quite a bit of debris from the threads on the block. What you're looking at is the second pass, and it looks like most of the debris was removed on the first one. You can see it caught some stuff, but not much, so it wasn't that bad. I'm gonna do it again.
That was your second pass though.
Yeah, it was.
That's so cool. There's like a lot of gunk in there.
On the first one.
Yeah.
See?
But that's what I'm saying, like even for the second one.
Yeah. Spray some brake parts cleaner in there to clean it out a little bit, let it dry. Yeah, run this in one more time, take it out, see if it's clean. If I don't have anything on the threads, I'm gonna call it clean enough. Yeah, I'll call that clean. All right, so here's the new stud. It is clean, as well as the spot that receives the stud. I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on it to lock it tight. And now I'm going to just screw it in. So it stops. And I got two nuts locked on to each other. It's the old nut for the pulley and the new one, so that I can tighten it. All right. So that's tight enough. Let the Loctite do its thing. So now I'm gonna try and back the nut off. There we go. So Brad is positioning the tensioner pulley, and he's gonna put the nut on, and then we're gonna move on to the water pump. Yeah, we'll tighten everything down once the belt is fully installed, and then we'll rotate the engine a few times and see what we got. So now Brad is removing the water pump. 12mm socket and 6 little bolts. Yes, I brought my torque wrenches. You'd be surprised how little torque's required for them. You see, it's been sitting for 14 years, and it's probably the original water pump.
Oh yeah, for sure. I
And
know
then-
it's never been changed.
All right, that's 6. Just crack it off. Just like grab it, it should come off. Ooh. Yeah, we might have to flush that. You see that? It's all dry.
Get some footage on that.
Yeah, so we definitely need to flush the coolant path because it's all dry and corroded in there. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna have to clean that up with some blades and figure out how we're gonna put a hose in there and flush it out. So yeah, this is a bit corroded, but we need to clean off the old gasket material. So I'm gonna take the blade to it and start cleaning around. So I got all the gasket material off of where the water pump mounts to the block, and now I'm just gonna use this sanding block to sand the area and check it one more time. If I do this and then run my finger across it and it's nice and smooth, I'll wipe it down and I'll be good to go. All right, so now, since the timing belt replacement kit came with the camshaft seals and the crankshaft seals, we're gonna go ahead and try and replace them. And the manual says use a screwdriver to hold the camshaft gear in place, and we positioned everything such that they align with the timing marks. So we'll see if we can get it out pretty easily. I hit it with some PB Blaster and let it soak for a minute or two. All right, let's see. Although the manual said use a screwdriver, we ended up using an Allen wrench that fit well into the recess that was behind the camshaft gear. The screwdrivers that we initially used were just too thin. They had too much play and they would allow the gear to move too much. That's weak.
You good?
Yeah. Mosquito got me on a spot that I did not wipe.
Say what?
Mosquito got me on a spot that I did not wipe.
Where?
My ankle right above my sock.
Oh, you didn't wipe your ankles?
Not right above my sock. Slick bastards, like.
They know. They know.
Yeah. We were able to loosen this camshaft bolt by sticking a screwdriver through there. There's a recess just beyond here that will allow you to lock the screwdriver in. But this side was a little different. We ended up using an extension and a 10mm socket. Let me see if I can get a view of it. In that hole, and that was able to lock the cam gear such that we could get the bolt out.
Oh, that water pump is gonna break our ankles, dude.
Facts. Look at it, look. Why can't everything come off that easy? Ooh, there's still some timing belt on this one. I'm glad we took it off.
He said there's still some timing belt on this one.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna show the people. So I'm glad we're doing this. There's still bits of old timing belt on this one. So we're gonna clean that off. Removing the camshaft seals was straightforward and difficult. Straightforward because we knew exactly what we needed to do, but difficult because they've been in there for over 30 years and they didn't want to move.
Put your fingers on. There you go, Jack. Yep. All right, that's all we needed.
Yeah. God almighty. Yep. A small flathead screwdriver and a little bit of prying did the trick. After we got the old camshaft seals out, we cleaned up the area by spraying in some brake cleaner and breaking up any debris that was still hanging around with a plastic bristled brush. And then we came back with a cloth to wipe everything down. And then it was time to prep and install the new seals. All right, so I am going to lube up this with the included lube for assembly as per the instructions. And I'm gonna do the outside as well. It is a tight fit. Oh, but once it's on, it's like butter.
Now, they're the new ones. Here are the old ones.
That is nice. All right, so we got both camshaft seals in, but they are not all the way installed yet. They need to be pressed in until the seal stops or just a little bit beyond flush with the outer part here. So now we're going to do that. Since we don't have a socket here that is the exact same diameter as this, something that is the exact same diameter is the old seal. So I'm going to position the old seal right over the new one. Then I'm gonna tap it in till it's,
Give it a little tippy tap tap.
just beyond flush. And I got one side in, so now I'm gonna pay a little more attention to this left side, and we will be good to go.
Give it a little tippy tap tap.
So now we can tighten down the crankshaft pulleys, and I set my torque wrench to 60 foot-pounds because the manual says 58 to 65 foot-pounds for the torque. So now I'm gonna torque them down. That right there? That's it. So we played the same game on the other side, and then we moved on to the crankshaft pulley. All right, we were making good progress, trucking along, and then we get to the crankshaft pulley. The manual we have says put screwdrivers in on the either side to pry it off and then use a puller to get the rest of the way off. And we are having a hell of a time getting the screwdrivers in there to get it going. So we're a little stuck, but I'm gonna try a few things to see if we can get it moving. All right, so we made a little bit of progress getting this crankshaft pulley off. It was stuck. We never got the screwdrivers in to do anything worthwhile, but we took turns hammering in a pry bar and it started moving. So now it is coming out. Unfortunately, we did not bring our puller, or I didn't bring my puller, but I think we may be able to get it off. Well, we're gonna call it a day because we do not have the puller. I should know better. We got it moving, but we just can't get it the rest of the way off. So we're gonna take a break for today, and the next time we'll get that puller off and hopefully get all the timing components on. We always have a blast working on the B-Rad project, and bit by bit, we'll reach our goal of getting it back on the road. If you'd like to follow along, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care.
Damn, does the dog shut the hell up? Wow. We're recording?
Yeah, you know, I couldn't.
Oh yeah, you edit it.
I know that thing is hilarious.
Yo, if we let it play the
I
whole.
know. I can only imagine.
Like after the first video play, I had probably an hour and a half, 2 hours of just comedy. I was like, man, that ain't no car video.